I've just in time to evolve my baby boy. I realized after I said that, I realized I named the Growlithe after one of my viewers. So I apologize for that if that goes, if that feels a little weird. Because it feels a little weird for me to have said that in hindsight. But look at him! Ash, I don't know if you're here or if you're going to be here today. But you're beautiful as an Arcanine. An ancient picture scroll shows that people were captivated by its movement as it ran through the prairies. I seem to recall there being some old bit of information surrounding Arcanine as a Pokemon that was something to the effect of Arcanine being able to run like an entire crazy distance. Dem, no way, I'm at my PC for once. Welcome to the stream, Dem. Welcome to the stream, Dem. I'll figure out how to talk one of these days. Hey Richard, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm doing well. Hopefully you guys are as well. Now, I have been, Dem, just to fill you in, right now I am going through this game, trying to experience the new Pokemon game as, how do I describe it? I am going through this game in a way that is just me experiencing all of the new stuff that the new Pokemon series has to offer. If you are interested in the Nuzlocke like I usually do, the Nuzlocke is going to be on the Violet run of this game, which I'm probably going to start before too long, but it's not something that I am going to be getting into until I'm a little further into this so that I can kind of keep them balanced together fairly well. Now, I had something else planned out. I have some other Pokemon that I think are ready to evolve, but I don't know because in the new game, a lot of these Pokemon have very weird reasons to go about some of their evolutions. I really like that, but I don't know what triggers them all the time. Since it's your favorite Pokemon, I'm assuming you know that Arcanine was originally supposed to be the Fire Legendary in Gen 1, not Moltres. Yes, I am very educated on the original plans of Arcanine, and in some of the original anime episodes, you can even see Arcanine is attributed with the other three birds, even though it was at that point no longer to be the sole Fire Legendary. I don't know what a low kicks is, but that almost has some like robot, if you got like a mech suit look to it. Like it's clearly not just some robot design, but the insect aspect almost makes it look like an exoskeleton thing for like a lot of sci-fi stuff. When it decides to fight all out, it stands on its previously folded legs to enter... I'm sorry, there's a thing called Showdown Mode? It neutralizes its enemies in short order. What the hell is... Hold up! It even showed it in that picture. You're telling me this Pokemon goes from like, yo, let's fight, to yo, let's fight? Trying to emphasize the distinction there of when it just is ready to throw down for real. Alright, Lunge is a new bug move. Physical. I like having the type coverage even though they're weaker moves. We're going to get rid of Bug Bite. Brought that up, just a bit of info. If anyone doesn't know, that shows up and watches after the stream. Yeah, there's actually a lot of early information in regards to in the development of Pokemon that a lot of people either don't know or don't reference anymore, obviously because it's not the case for a lot of it. I'm trying to think of some of it. Okay, so Winnie was ready to evolve before, and it tried to evolve after a battle, and I denied the evolution. That's why I popped the pop the rare candy hoping it would evolve. It seems it didn't, and the same thing is with this bird. Which, by the way, I will get into why I named it what I named it. Because I think if you're looking at this bird and you're thinking the name Cletus, you're thinking something's wrong with my head, and you're probably right. But hear me out. I caught this Pokemon because, first of all, I like the bird Pokemon. I've referenced that before. And an electric bird is basically Zapdos, and I was super excited. And then I read the Pokedex entry. And it implies that this bird will dive full body, don't give a fuck, right into the water, and electrocute everything within the vicinity. Now, if you've ever gone crazy redneck fishing, you know about spearfishing. What you don't know is it's not too uncommon for people to take high explosive or fireworks, go out on their boat, light them, and just throw them into the water. People do that just for general fun. They like seeing the splashing of the water. They see the colors reflecting off the water. That's kind of what, from what I understand, what it's really about. But this thing has become a running gag about people fishing that way. And I think there's even a Simpson gag that plays on this where Homer brings a bug zapper onto a boat and just lowers it into the water and just starts picking the fish up after he pulls it back up. So the old redneck adage of people doing dumb stuff in order to go fishing, the way this Pokemon fishes reminded me of that, and that is where I gave it the deep southern name Cletus. You didn't need to kill the swimmers too, and they shouldn't have been swimming where he's eating. Mother Nature does crazy shit. Like create this motherfucker. Look at him! I was just talking about the Zapdos reference, and this guy becomes some sort of sleek, slender murder machine. Kilowattrel inflates its throat. Am I having a stroke? Kilowattrel inflates its throat sac to amplify its electricity. By riding the wind, this Pokemon can fly over 430 miles in a day. See, that's the kind of crazy number shit that the Pokedex will give you. And that's where I referenced to the Arcanine thing, where it's like Arcanine. I don't remember what it was, but it was like either the speed of the Pokemon was crazy, or the mentality of the stamina to maintain a set speed was what was crazy. I don't remember what it was, but it was one of the earlier Pokedex references. And it's right up there with, like, the idea that Machamp throws, like, 10 punches a second or whatever it is. Is Electro Ball the one that's stronger the faster we are? Yeah. Unfortunately, my Kilowattrel's down stat is its speed. So that's not as good as it could be. But that's still pretty good. We're going to get rid of Uproar just because, frankly, I don't like Uproar as a move. It's been ages since I've been on a stream. How are things going? Things are going fairly well, actually. I know around the time you had left, I was battling with a lot of medical issues. On my end, I just want to fill you in. I am making huge progress in that. I haven't had to trade off a lot of the benefits I've had in recent time, and in fact, I'm pushing even further into the good side of things. On the bad side of things, I've finally gotten to see some professionals. I've finally gotten to see a lot of the people I had to, and progress is being made that is not going to be a negative to anything. So, great news going forward on that. Now, to follow it up, Dem, last I recall, I believe you were on your way to university? And you had mentioned something about that would be kind of why you'd have to be in and out. And I want to know, how are you liking the university life and how are things treating you out there? What Pokemon do I have up front? Alright, just had to check on that before we go into the new town. Yo, hold up. I know that's... I imagine that's not the feeling I got looking at that building might not be what they're intending. But if you know the Sydney, Australia classic, the Opera House thing or whatever they call it, For whatever reason, those buildings are just not quite skyscraper enough to make me think major city, and they're just flavorful enough in their angles and cuts. I looked at that and I immediately thought of the Australian Opera House. Really nice scenery build up to it. Alright, I think I'm topped off. I don't need to stop there. Kilowattrel, having low speed and learning Electro Ball in the move is equivalent to catching a shiny male Combee. You know, little bit. What is... This lady is jacked. She is yoked. Ma'am, what is your morning routine? The city's main street is just north of here. Nothing says, wow, I'm in Levincia. Like being slap dab in the middle... Slap dab? Okay, whatever. In the middle of all those neon signs. Look at her! The lady works out! Anyways, moving on. I got distracted by bulging biceps. I apologize. It's not my fault. Is this the... This must be the gym. I think this looks similar to the last one we were in. Hold up. Let me remove those. That is such a terrible website name to pop up in the bots. The running gag is these things are Russian sex bots, and you literally have the name SexChat69. Come on. There we go. Just having trouble removing that second one. Ah, yes, a real chatter. Me? Absolutely, I never shut up. Anyways, like I asked them, how is the university life going? Classes and everything like that? Vaya, Ian! I gotta say, I have seen a lot of people talking about Nimona online on social media and so on. And there's a lot of debate on Nimona as a character, and people who like her, people who don't like her. And I gotta come right out and say it. I do not get, at least thus far, the whole yandere vibe a lot of people are saying. I get a lot of like heat and tension and passion from her. But it's not like weirdly murderous intent. It's more just like constantly wanting to push and pry. So I could see the tsundere approach that a lot of people are throwing at it. I get that one a lot more. But I just want to say right out, even down that avenue, there is more of a buddy-buddy approach. And I really like Nimona as a character. So far, I haven't come across any reason to dislike her. And there's something about her battle lust, for a lack of a better term, that I just like, God, I like that energy. Anyways, it's so wild that we ended up randomly visiting the same gym at the same time. Again! What a weird coincidence. I swear I'm not just sneaking ahead of you so I can lie in wait and go, oh wow, weird, right? We should totally have a match before you challenge the gym. No, seriously. Look, to prove it, I won't even challenge you this time. As much as I'd like to. But look at you and your Pokemon. They've definitely gotten stronger since last time. Add these to the mix, and you'll be 100% set to go. No problem. All right, we can restore our moves. I'll be cheering for you. I'll go train like maybe 20 Pokemon or so while you tackle the gym. See, she's just battle hungry. She even goes out and is just fighting other things. It's not just about fighting us. Welcome to the Levincia Gym. Let me register you as a challenger. Your name is Ian, yes? What is with everybody in these suits right now? Why are they all styling so hard? Great. Now in order to face Gym Leader Iono... Oh shit, this is Iono! Okay, I know what Gym Leader this is. This is another one. I really like the energy they bring. It's kind of a little heavy-handed, but I legitimately think that's intended for what they were going for. And there's something about just the personality, the flair, the flavor. I love this character, so we're about to get into this. Alright, Dem, classes are good. Got out a few times a week, made a bunch of friends. That's great to hear. Not sure if you saw my comment about my flat. I did not see the comment about your flat. Was this on Twitter or something? I know I'm following you on Twitter, but I don't see a whole lot, so I don't know if that's where that came from. Oh, wait. You might have brought this up in another stream, thinking back. I'm trying to rattle my brain right now. I think you might have brought this up at some point. But anyways, yeah, what are some of the things you and your friends are getting out and doing? The college life is a great opportunity. The time in your life, the time where you're at, the opportunities you get, it is a great opportunity to really kind of branch your feelers out, so to speak, and experience a lot of things you wouldn't normally. And it is made all the better, all the more meaningful, and you will get more out of every experience you have if you find a couple of people that you can go out and do things with. So I'm really glad to hear that. Nemona is the Pokemon equivalent from Jaden from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Always up for a duel. Okay, I can totally see where you're coming from with that description, Richard. You're 100% spot on. You're dead set. I'm not gonna go anywhere on that. However, for whatever reason, I find her less annoying than Jaden. And I think, and I'm just gonna throw this out here, it's because Nemona comes at it from an air of experience. She presents in a way of, I have this championship, I've proven myself before, I have experience, but I'm trying to relive and grow alongside you again. So I think that slight subtle shift in characterization makes her more enjoyable to me than Jaden. And I'm not saying Jaden's bad, I'm saying a lot of people like Jaden. I always found him just a touch too annoying, and Nemona I find less annoying. Here at the Levincia Gym, that means starring in one of Iono's streams. Iono's a streamer, as well as a gym leader, so we want you to dazzle her audience with your skills and rack up those subscriptions. My guy, have you seen my subscriber count? I can't rack up subscriptions to save my life. I try. I put in the effort. So let's see what me and Iono can get going on here. Just head outside and you'll soon find out what you need to do. Now get out there and have some fun. Alright, hold up though. We're gonna be heading out to meet with Iono, who is an electric gym. Okay, hear me out. She's an electric gym trainer. She's gonna have her thing going on. We're probably gonna have to have some Pokemon representation. So I have a decision to make. I can play off the thematics and lead in with Cletus, or we can absolutely just go for broke and throw Ash all in. Because you know I'm about that Arcanine life. Let's throw Ash up front. It'd be pointless to get on stream and try to push a front just to build up her clout, when I could instead come out here and spread the word of pro Arcanine strats. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Iono Zone. I would try to give her an annoying and abrasive voice and personality, but frankly I think there's no better way to represent that than me just talking as I do. Hey, hey, hey! Your eyeballs are mine, caught in my electro web. Who's a what's it? Iono! I'm the gym leader here. Hello, hello! Hola! Ciao and bonjour! Hello, buongiorno! Oh snap, look at you, already a master of Iones! Not your first rodeo then, eh? And I hope this doesn't come as too much of a surprise, but you're being broadcast live to the world right now. Smile! Anywho, Challenger, thanks for coming out to the Lavencia gym to see me. That's kind of why I'm here. I'm super happy you're here, but I'm also a bit of a celeb, you know? I'm all kinds of busy. So I can't collab with you unless I know you can bring in those sweet, sweet viewer I gotta make sure you can bring in some real passion to my stream. And so, if you want to battle me, you're gonna have to help me make this live stream a viral hit first. Got it? I am torn on how I feel about her jacket. Like, I almost feel like there's some great potential to her outfit. It just needed to be brought in a little bit. I can tell you just can't wait to get started. Well, well, well then! Anyway, allow me to explain the plan. Come on out, Mr. Walksabout! I'm sorry, who? Why? Oh, Ian. What a coincidence meeting you here. Say what? You guys know each other or something? What was that full body stroke she just had? Did you see that? Oh man. Iono would definitely say that which shall not be spoken. I was actually going to tweet out when she says you're being broadcast live to the world and say, look mom, I'm famous. I don't know why, but I ended up not doing it. Honestly, Richard, that would have been a good joke. Not gonna deny it. That's a good play. Respect. This here dude had a real aura about him when he was walking down the street. So I snatched him up from my dealio here. You are, too kind. Well, anywho, Ian. I really hope they don't make me say the phrase that shall not be spoken, because if she does, I'm in it right now. Since you're today's challenger, I'm gonna have you play hide and seek with Mr. Walksabout here. Look for the good gentleman using the street surveillance cameras. Find him 3 times and you can consider this gym test passed. We need a better name for this challenge though. I'll call it Where in Lavencia is Mr. Walksabout? It's the best I could do for a Carmen Sandiego thing. You think that title's safe? There's nothing iffy about it. Iono, you are talking to the wrong person. I spit in YouTube's oatmeal every morning, and I am throwing out curse words every chance I get, it seems. Just run and do you, and let me do minimal talking on camera. Probably the safer bet. Whatevs. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to go. Get ready to hide, Mr. Walksabout. I feel that I owe the Pokemon League for many a past favor, so I'm more than happy to help. Do bear with me as I try my best in my allocated role. Man took off on a sprint! Pardon me, I must be on my way! Mayhap our dapper gentleman be ready? Hey, Mr. Walksabout, you good to go? Yes, I am. Yo, ready he be. Mr. Walksabout is hiding somewhere in this video. Open those eyes wide like a Magnemite and get searching. Ready or not, here our challenger comes. Okay, I already see where he is. Where am I? Oh, alright, here we go. Done. Oh dear, it seems you found me. Might not want to read this one out loud. A streamer my brother watches. Thank you for the warning, but let me put it bluntly. I take YouTube's warning, and 9 times out of 10, I shove it in their face. So let's see where this goes. Who would never say that which shall not be spoken, ended up saying, oh, whoa, What is this? And then was like, I can't believe it. I just said that. See, I saw where you were going. I saw it. I predicted. And I enunciated. Gotta get real snobby as I say that word. Our challenger has found Mr. Walksabout. Wowza, you did it. You're one cool kid. I scrolled to the right and hit A. Does that make me cool? Am I cool now? Am I cool, Mom? Well then. I'm sorry, I got lost in my own temporal mindset of the high school years. Well then, before we move on to the next round, let's make things a little more interesting. You get to have a battle with one of my fans. Get out here, you silly Pokemaniac. I'll be honest, having a Pokemon trainer as a Pokemaniac in her lineup makes more sense than it should. The Iono Hype Squad is here! Long live the Iono Zone! The man is extra hyped to be on stream. I'll say you didn't say it since you paused between those two words. Again, and I strongly emphasized the pronunciation difference. The ooh, long pause, fill it in, put a bunch of words in the gaps. Woo is how I would pronounce that if I were to ever read it as spoken. Now again, I can say ooh, because I will be shocked and surprised and be like, oh! See? Fill it in, put a bunch of gaps in the words, and then when I'm excited, woo! And at no point have I broken my cardinal rule and committed the sin that shall never be committed on stream. Iono Tier 3 sub appears from the wild. Oh, you're not wrong. But anyways, that is how I would be pronouncing if I were to screw up drastically. Honestly, so when I pause and I go, oh, whoa, they are very clearly distinctly different. I didn't think I was going to be as prepared as I would be with Ash, but I forgot I threw on those ground moves to deal with the counter fire types. And I also hope I didn't blow anyone's ears out with the woo. I was channeling a little inner Ric Flair going on there. That's got to be a real old wrestling reference at this point. And you win! Well done, challenger, friendo, amigo, compadre. Time for a change of scenery. Man, we're having a hard time loading this change of scenery. You okay, Switch? You need to go out, get a breather? Step outside in the cool air? I'm almost getting worried. It's not going to crash, is it? You good, Switch? I can't tell if you're good right now. If we were on the PS4, I'd at least be hearing it whizzing up and blowing that fan like crazy, trying to take off to the moon. Yeah, we're still loading. Wow, this is not a good look right now. Okay, let me fill you guys in with a little bit of information of what I know about the Switch and what I know about Switch crashes. I have played games that have crashed on the Switch before. Nothing new, a lot of games have it. This scene did take a bit for me too. It didn't take this long though. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. She's kidnapped you. I am legitimately, like, bound and gagged right now in the game. Like, where are we going? Oh my god. We are significantly younger than her. She's a streamer. You're not wrong. We were just kidnapped. Like, this isn't just taking you somewhere. We were just, like, yeeted off the street. Anyways, so what I want to fill in is when the Switch crashes, and this is an opportunity for bring up my experience. The game will actually close and it will take you back to this menu with an error screen. And the error screen will basically be, hey, something went wrong, your game has failed, we don't know what the hell's going on. Uh it's been closed, please restart to continue playing, yada yada yada. You know, it's got a whole song and dance about the error message that pops up, whatever the hell it is. And I've had this happen with many games actually. Uh we don't have that message popping up. So as far as I understand it, right now, the Switch has not crashed. The game has not crashed. It is stuck in some sort of loading limbo. This is an error I have not experienced with this game. Or with the Switch in general. This is also not a glitch that I have heard about with this game. Because when people say the game has crashed, I'm assuming, at least when people are using terms, that they are aware of the term they are using and that a crash is the game no longer functioning. What we have right now is some sort of load issue. It is not crashed, it still thinks it's trying to do something, but I suspect the game has stopped doing that which it should try to be doing. So, it has taken forever. I am going to close the game. We didn't find any shinies. We're going to lose a little bit of data in between what I did. However, I am not going to sit here and hope that the game decides to pull its head out of its rear end and start working again. But I wanted to fill you guys in because we have talked about some of the issues on this game thus far, and I wanted to throw a distinct difference between what was happening there and what I have heard about going forward, and what I know is commonly talked about by other people talking about this game. I keep thinking my YouTube is bugged. Well, if you hear me talking like I do, because as I said earlier, I have a problem with, like, the disassociation of shutting up, because I have, for whatever reason, I have this mind worm that gnaws away at me when I do a stream, that dead airspace, I forgot I have to do these again, wrong button. I have this like mind worm in my head that any given point where there is dead space, let's evolve Cletus first, is ultimately a terrible thing. I don't know where this mental thing cropped up from, but I know that when you're talking about things that have copyright issues or are works of other people's, you need to constantly be adding to the content that exists. You need to be adding something. So at any given point, I have it in my head that if there is dead airspace, I'm not doing my part as what I should be doing. And so, even when I'm looking at a black screen trying to wait for the game to figure its life out, it is, per my understanding of the way things should be, at least worth it to give information. So if you ever see something like that, and I'm not talking, if it is a black screen and I'm not talking, back up a little bit and see if I died on stream, because that's about what's going to end up happening. I either died on stream or I had to go use the restroom or deal with something going on with the animals, because that does happen from time to time as well. And frankly, I know a lot of like major content creators who do this as a job, who do it as a job, a hobby, and so much more. Because there are content creators, and I want to put some respect out there for the people that do it, whose work cycle, as a result, I'm going to actually put Quinn back in the party. And get Winnie out of here, because Winnie's not evolving anymore. Also got a Rockruff to bring in at some point. Anyways, the people who end up putting in like 12-hour work days every single day, because for them the grind is a way of life for them, I want to put the respect out there for the people that do that, because that is a crazy lifestyle. And it's oftentimes joked about by these people who are just like, yeah, I'm probably going to end up dying on stream. And they're not talking like, oh, it's going to be a tragic thing. It's just, they see themselves doing this day in, day out, and have no wants to see it end. And I have a lot of respect for people who go through life like that. The idea that this just is, and we're going to go through it. I do want the extreme speed over the Howl, just because extreme speed to me is just a fun move to see, like, picture in my head an Arcanine using. But I'll be honest, as someone who does this even as a hobby, when you do hobbies, you do them because they're things you like doing. Yo, where's our yoked lady? Yeah, she's still here. She's just sitting out here just flexing on the world. Anyways, yeah, but so even when I do it as a hobby, you do things as a hobby because they're things you genuinely like doing. I like being on here, I like chatting with you guys, and I like hearing about things going on with you guys. Even as a result from that, from the human experience, you know, even when the news isn't good, I like to be able to sit here and go through it with you guys so that we can prop each other up and let everyone know, even when things are rough, we'll get through them. And, you know, should I be in the position where I get to one day of old age, exhaustion, or whatever the heck it ends up being, drop dead, if I could do that doing something I enjoy, I don't know, that sounds like a pretty good way to go for me. It's like adrenaline junkies who are just like, you know what, if I die skydiving, I die skydiving. It's a thing, and I get it. Alright, we're just going to blast through the dialogue here. I'm not going to reread everything. We know what Iono's about, and once we get past that first fight, we'll pick up the actual intended dialogue from there. Also, now that we're here, and I'm going to change my party, we're going to throw Ash up front because I like that. Because I still don't know if Iono is going to have some sort of Pokemon reference in the dialogue. We see that from time to time, where the Pokemon you have up front gets brought up in the dialogue option. And in my headcanon, for seeing my character's way through this game, I would want to have an Arcanine be the representative if we were going to be live on stream. Just because, again, this casual run-through, I'm taking a little bit of a personal approach to it as well. Oh, whoops. Responding differently than I did earlier. Oh well. What do you guys think about the little hair clip thing she has? Given the fact that they respond based on what she says and even her own reactions, I legitimately, they did a whole character reveal for this character. I thought they were actual Magnemites with like weird, with like a weird change on the magnet thing. Like they were some unique to her thing. Apparently, no joke, those are actually just like hair clips that respond to her. I don't know how they do that, but it's kind of funny. Alright, so we're getting ready to be at the end of this here, but legit watch this guy run off screen. He takes the full-on sprint from 0 to 100. Look at him! Alright. I wonder if they're... Okay, they're not even going to change the scene. I was almost hoping that they would have, like, a couple different to select from. Alright, just like before, we're going to slide to the right and slap that A button. I thought they were Magnemites, just this versions. You see, that would have been a great way for them to go about it. And even if it was an evolution, where, like, in this version, you have a standard Magnemite that evolves into this region's Magneton, and the Magneton was just 2 Pokemon instead of 3, and they had a color shift, that would have been kind of cool. I like where your head's at with that. I immediately took it to like, actual in-game possibilities. Barely seen anything about these games, though. It's interesting. It seems a lot of people are either, like, way into what's going on with this game, or absolutely just alienated. So it's really just a matter of what you're seeing on the social media side of things. Alright, we're just going to go right for that dig strat again. I mean, it worked so well last time, why wouldn't it this time? Charge all the power you want. So, this game... how it differs from a lot of the past ones is it's even more open than I think Sword and Shield was, but oddly enough, there are more direct paths in a lot of areas than, let's say, we had with Legends Arceus. So I'm really trying to get a feel for it right now for how I want to set up to do a Nuzlocke, because when you open up a less route-oriented game, there's a lot you have to take into consideration before you even start the Nuzlocke, and I don't know what the official determined rules will be. Alright, so we've got Mr. Walksabout hiding in here somewhere again. That's kind of clever putting him in the Pokemon Center route. The color scheme kind of blends in with what you'd expect to see there. Oh, and here I thought I'd blended into my surroundings quite well. Mr. Walksabout been found once again! Yes, I knew you were something special. Let's spice things up again before moving on to ye olde next round. That's right! Another Pokemon battle. Get out here, Pokemaniac pal! Oh, Missiono, something. Oh, I have one of these guys. I really like these. They're just little ghost fish. Like, if you've ever had a ghost fish in a fish tank, that's exactly what they look like. But I love the little electrical element to it. The pattern on the side, let's see if we can get a close-up of it. Looks a lot like a filament inside a light bulb. We're going to go for the dig strat again, but I want to see if we can see it. Yeah, you can see it a little bit there at the end of that clip. It's a very small and subtle detail to correlate it to the typing that they gave it. Oh, the levitate. I didn't think about that. Alright, well, we got some Fire Fangs. But yeah, it makes it look like an Edison bulb. We actually have a bunch of those large filament Edison bulbs surrounding our back porch as a decorative feature. There's just something so inviting about the warm glow they give. It's not very good light. there is infinitely better options for like raw visible light. But in the evening, when you have that soft, warm glow, it's just very lovely to sit out there on that porch, crack open a book, you have just enough light to read by, maybe pull out a nice warm tea, or right now it would be a cup of hot cocoa. It's a great way to wrap up an evening. Well, you know what I haven't lost to you in? My devotion to Missy Ono. My guy, you can have that one. One thing I wish I knew games had is more options. Example, difficulty. Also wish they had the option to remove the world Pokemon and find them in long grass like the old games. I actually think I've mentioned this before. I'm still not entirely certain that the transition into the full 3D experience is necessarily as great as it could be if we had stuck to similar old methods. And I do have to say, as much benefit as there is to see in the overworld approach they do now, I do have to say there was a fun game mechanic of the wild surprise Pokemon. Not knowing what you found, it made it crazy to find the rare spawn chance Pokemon in the area. So it's one of those things that both options absolutely had their benefits, and I still go back and play old Pokemon games. And I've even been finding myself playing some ROM hacks recently, just to shake things up a bit. There's no stopping you, Master of Seeking and Master of Battling. You're the real deal. Alrighty then. Alright, time for a change of scenery. I was getting some weird Ace Ventura vibes there. I used to have some of those lights. They were really, really dull. They were either really dull or really bright. We have ones that are like pseudo Edison bulbs. They're not really the legit thing. And so the consistency of the light they give off is a lot more even across them. But they absolutely look and function as if they were a legitimate Edison bulb. And they give off a warm glow, which is great for that soothing evening feel. Whereas if you're in a room and you want to actually see shit, you're probably going to want cooler, more of that pure white or the even slightly blue if you have to light that you might see. Getting that yellow feel is definitely a way to make things calmer and more soothing. I see it quite often when parents bring their children home and they're setting up a room for a new baby. You'll use a lot of those dimmer, warmer lights because of the mental aspect of what the light does to you. Just an interesting thing if you're ever looking for a way to help do some subtle things to help give you a nice, comfier location. I used to have a reading nook. No longer have it in this house, but I used to have a reading nook. I had a chair with a nice little light nearby, and that light that I had was the only light bulb in my entire house that was a warm light bulb, because that was my calm space, that was my reading corner, that's where I'd listen to music. Kind of a cool thing to go about when you're thinking about laying out a room and what you want to use that space for. The last stage will be this place right here. The battle court where battles are raging. I totally went with that off of The Last. Sorry about that. Can you find Mr. Walksabout among these randos? Let's find out. Ready, go! Again, we're getting into some weird references. Feeling like some G Gundam came out of that one. Gundam fight all set. Ready, go! Anyways, where's our guy? That's not him. Oh, there he is. He's on the boat. Again, strafe right and select A. I've mentioned how much of a fan I am of the Gundam series. G Gundam was my first deep love with the franchise. Excuse me, I'm going for a drink. I hope you will find your treasure in your independent study, with just as much ease. Woo! My subscriber numbers are on the rise like a super fast Electros crawling out of the ocean. I mean, congratulations on passing my gym test. Hot diggity dang, what a good time, huh? You had people on the edge of their seats worldwide. I bet I could have some super rad streams by collaborating with you. So, hey, when you're ready, just hit up my lobby staff. They'll get you all set to collab with me, lickety split. I'll be ready to go whenevs. Man, just having her on screen is like trying to pull more energy out of me than I want to. Alright, I think we're topped off enough. We'll call it good. I see Iono gave your performance the thumbs up. Amazing job, Ian. Well done on clearing the gym test. You've now earned the right to challenge the gym leader. Best of luck. Absolutely get us in there. Very well. Allow me to show you to the battle court. So yeah, that was an interesting crash we had earlier that was not a game crash, but was something else. Look at all the people in the background living at 15 frames per second. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? People are getting hyped up in the background. I don't know what is up with her teeth. Your eyeballs are mine, caught in my electro web. Who's a what's it? Iono! Hello, hello, hola, ciao, and bonjour. It's time for the Iono Zone, everybody! Today's challenger is flying high like a watrel. It's Ian! Yay! Yeah! Oh, Jesus Christ! Careful with that camera. How you feeling about this battle, Ian? Can't lose. Hey, hey, we got a lively one here. You'd make a gnarly influencer, friendo. Alrighty then. Who's ready to see me kick some butt? Looks like you're all getting hyped, huh? Thank you very much, Electro King. Did I miss something? Is Electro King like a viewer? Let's get this show on the road. How strong is our challenger? I don't know. Let's find out together. The stream has been taken over by a VTuber. The stream has always existed in VTuber space. This is the way of the YouTube in the modern era. And Twitch, if you're over on Twitch. Anyways, Jacob, how's it going? I'm gonna be wrapping up here soon because I know we had some plans later on the evening. When you paying for a VTuber model, Jacob, I feel like I'm at the era of YouTuber where YouTuber air quotes of the YouTube game, where I would be better off throwing up a face cam and just letting people see the old man. But legitimately, I have actually given it some partial thought. I don't want to put up with that shit. Also, apparently, what everyone was guessing about was wrong. The Pokemon anime is keeping Ash. There was a preview with Ash and Sprigatito in it, and apparently there will be a Team Rocket special. Look, at this point, I'm cool with just having Team Rocket be the main characters. Some of the episodes focused on them are some of my favorite. I've just thought about my next 2 days. I have to prepare a 5-minute long presentation, which might happen Tuesday. Then on Tuesday, you'll also need to do a math test for 20% of the module. That sounds like a pretty sizable test. We have done when I was going to college, it would not be uncommon for the entire class to be based on like all of the work you do leading up to the exam. It's like all that only counts for maybe 20% of your grade, and then you have the exam count for 80% of the final grade. So when a test itself has a sizable value to it, I tend to put a little bit more stock into those moments. Jesse and James is greater than Cassidy and Johnson. I said what I said. I don't see your reference here. You said what you said. Absolutely correct. Cassidy and Jeremiah. But legitimately, it's kind of like the funny thing of watching shows and thinking back of what you thought as a kid and rewatching them as an adult. When I watched Dragon Ball Z, for example, as a kid, I was all hype about the Goku thing. You know, Goku show up, Goku do the thing, Goku go Super Saiyan. Rah! And now I watch it as an adult, and I'm going through, and I'm just like, yeah, but Vegeta's just a better character all around. And then we get to Hercule, and I'm literally sitting here just like, fuck yeah, Mr. Satan! You know, take that as absolutely cringe as it was, because I immediately regretted doing that. But you get my point. You gravitate more towards fun characters rather than just like the childhood punch hard answer guy. I've talked with a couple of my younger friends about the anime Hunter x Hunter as another example. A lot of people that are younger are going to be like, yo, I absolutely love Gon, I love Killua, I love their dynamic, and I love how they do all the things. And I'm sitting here as the old man, and I'm just like, yo, but Leorio, though. I think that was worse than a you-know-what. Damn, I'm not even gonna disagree. I'm just gonna, like, accept the shame and move on with my life. Alright, let's throw in Lupin. Because I grew up with the watered-down dub, I cannot call him Mr. Satan. He's always gonna be Hercule, in my opinion. I grew up at a... What is with that little shiver? She did that before. What is going on with her body? Ma'am, are you okay? I don't know what that is, and I'm legitimately a little worried for her. Come forth, shiny little light bulb. I'm not done yet. Meanwhile, me, I like Ponzu. Oh man, who is Ponzu? Is that one of the Hunter x Hunter characters? Yeah, that's Hunter x Hunter. Oh, okay, I know the character you're referencing. Ponzu did not get enough screen time, from what I recall. But I do remember, during the Hunter exam, she was throwing some shit at the guys, and I kind of respected that. It was funny. But again, you're also talking to the guy who watches Yu Yu Hakusho and is just like, Kuwabara is literally my GOAT. My GOAT character. Greatest of all time. Absolutely. But yeah, I grew up at a time watching the Dragon Ball Z at a time when you had both versions. So I got the Hercule experience and I got the Mr. Satan experience. And a lot of the games would swap them up in between. So it was odd seeing the fluctuating back and forth. And until you figure out that they're talking about the same character, it might even give you a whiplash watching the show. You're as flashy and bright as a 10 million volt thunderbolt, friendo. Our challenger came out victorious. Well done, Ian. Yeah, thank you. Wait for the camera. Wait for the... We are just deadpan staring. I hate to say it, but I lost. Thanks for cheering me on anyway. Oh my... Whoa! What did I just do? Thanks for cheering me on anyway, my loyal fans. Well then, what does our challenger get for beating me? The lean, mean, streaming queen? I'll tell you, Ian, you win a gym badge. Woohoo! Screen cap this quick. This will be a shot you'll want to save in your brain spaces forever. Even her smile looked like she was really forcing it there, and I almost want to think that's exactly what they were going for, and like we're gonna find Iono like not on camera down the line, and she's just gonna be absolutely just like, God, look, all of it is just an act. I put on so much energy. When I'm not streaming, I just want to sleep. By the byesies, with 2 gym badges, Pokepals of up to level 30 will be easier to catch. They'll listen to you when you ask them to do stuff, too. And as my thanks for such a sweet pick, I'm gonna give you TM. Look, I get the streamer talk, but just, it's a TM. TM, you can say it that way. If any of you found our electrifying battle to be shocking, go smash that subscribe button right now. By the way, guys, that's also your hint. Subscribe, like, you know, do all of the things that you know to do. Share it to the world. Your eyeballs are mine, caught in my electro caught in my electro web. What's it? Iono, the supercharged streamer. Catch y'all later. Yeah, like right now, just like end the camera and just let her just be immediately like smoker's lung, coughing everywhere, and just being like, oh God, I'm fucking sick of this. We don't get to see her. Pardon me, would you be the Ian I've been hearing so much about? You look like you have seen some shit, my guy. Nimona had mentioned there was a promising new face in the academy. Yes, indeed. Oh, but I do apologize. I didn't mean to startle you by addressing you so suddenly. The name is Hassel. David Hassel. Hasselhoff, if you wish. I'm one of the Elite Four of the Pokemon League. I also teach art classes at the academy, and perform a hobby of faking myself as a lifeguard at the local beach. So, do tell me, young Ian, what compels you to collect these gym badges and strive to be a champion? So, you ever see a wall and it's just a little taller than anything you think you've climbed before? And you look at it and you're just like, yo, I'ma do it. And you run full sprint at that wall? That's about the reason. Asked and answered. Thank you. Naturally, there is no single correct answer. All paths lead to the great crater of Paldea, as they say. You know, your friend Nimona is the youngest to achieve champion rank in all Paldean history. It is entirely possible that such great potential lies within you as well. An unpopular opinion, Videl was cuter with the shorter hair. I said what I said. Okay, that's actually the popular opinion from what I've heard, Richard. Everyone I hear is just like, yo, short-haired Videl is the top tier Videl, and I'm sitting here like, yo, but long hair. But I'm a sucker for girls with long hair regardless, so do what you do with that information. Should you continue striving to reach the championship rank, you will one day have to battle me. You would be wise to train hard starting now. Hasselhoff, with all due respect, I would have been wise to have started training hard when I decided to undertake this challenge. Starting now is a late start. It will save you from having to experience the bitter regret of defeat. Oh, and do come along to my art class sometime. I would be thrilled to have you attend. Alright. Some new information, new TM. Oh, a language class. I just realized I have been, much like the college years that I reference from time to time, I have been neglecting my courses. I don't think I've been back to the school since I started this game. Hopefully my grades aren't suffering too bad. Maybe I'll just pass the exams and again get that D that gets me skating through. That looks like food. I want clothing. What do we have for clothing? Okay, nothing to do here. Looks like maybe sushi, so I'd assume more food. Water. What did water do? And, of course, more seafood. Man, they've got food everywhere, though. There's only so many things to eat in the Pokemon. Oh, look, she's plastered everywhere. Look, that chibi art, that was infinitely better. That was super adorable. Then again, chibi is kind of a cheat way to take things and say, let's make it even cuter. Although, let's be honest, for some things, it just doesn't work. Alright, let me check the map. I can push my way through the town. Because I don't think... Yeah, there wasn't anything massively catching my eye this way. We got something going on here. But the name... What is the Zapapico? I kind of want to work my way that way. Along the way, we do have the... Oh god. You know what? Let's just do it here. We'll do that. Coming up on 7:30. Ooh. Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on the time. Unfortunately, I will be... Oh, little Rotom, buddy. Look at him. He's rocking the same energy that Iono was. I don't know how she did that with her body. Like, I've seen in the modern days of like the streamer culture and people trying to I don't know, hype up more energy or whatever the heck they're doing. I've seen people do some interesting maneuvers, I'll call them, with their body. But that looked like some sort of medical issue was happening. It's like a weird talent to be able to do whatever the hell you describe that if, with your body on command. That's literally something that I don't think I could describe to somebody seeing without using terms that just feel nasty to say, but that it's not, it literally is nothing. Because if I just say like she's throwing her body into a weird twitch, it sounds worse than it was. Alright, so we got some... Whoa, what are you? Little tumbleweed buddy! Get... Oh, and some Growliths. I want the tumbleweed! Thought I was born a brambling man. Trying to make a living and doing the best I can. Is Bramblin a ghost type? I think that was probably the closest thing to an effective vocal delivery I've had on stream. And for the record, the lyrics are Ramblin' Man. Yeah, you know what? You're just gonna get all 5, aren't you? I've had off-screen that happen I don't even know how many times. And I swear to God, the second I try to throw that move out, I'm gonna get 2. I'm gonna get another 2. I'm gonna get 4, and then I'm never gonna see 4 again for the rest of the game. Man, it's putting the hurt on. Alright, let's throw that great ball. That's me, a man walking around with some great balls. Take that how you will. A soul unable to move on to the afterlife. A soul? Any soul? Just a random soul? Just this Pokemon was once man? A soul unable to move on to the afterlife was blown around by the wind until it got tangled up with dried grass and became a Pokemon. Again, we have another Pokemon that was once literally could have been anything living. This could have been an unfortunate child, for God's sake. And Pokemon's just like, yeah, now it lives to serve you. And we are literally just supposed to sit here and be like, yeah, that's on par with the game. It's nothing special. And the weird thing is, it's not. It's not anything special. Pokemon does that all the time. Alright, I need to get me that Meowth. Or not. I was all excited to have the OG Persian strat to run around and get my payday on. Oh, we got one of the little bird guys. All I remember is Braviary because I really, really like Braviary. Very big American energy from Braviary. Man, I am just not going to catch this Meowth, am I? I'm just beating them all to death. Alright, let's grab this bird before I get out. Hopefully, at the very least, I won't knock the bird out. Maybe it's built of tougher stuff than a Meowth. Okay, yeah, it absolutely is. Alright, I don't want to fiddle with this one too much, so I'm going to try a regular Pokeball, and then I'll change up if I need to. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. Yeah, and if I let this fight go on too long, those Hone Claws are going to build up. Let a wild Pokemon go for a full sweep? No, thank you. Alright, we got that one wrapped up. Let's see what I can throw up front to try to catch a Meowth with a little bit more reliability. They pick fights indiscriminately. They grow stronger and more powerful each time they faint or are injured. Rufflet is literally the Saiyan of the Pokemon world. If they faint or are injured, they just get stronger. What's that? You didn't kill me? Well, next time I come at you, you're going to wish you did. Let's throw low kicks up there. I kind of want to see what they were talking about that different form. Does that have something to do with, like, its, Where do I check what its special ability is? Swarm. Okay, so Swarm is this bug type moves, so I don't know what they're going on about. All right, not a big fan of the elephant guy personally, so we're gonna move on. No need to fiddle with the catch rate. And to emphasize the difference, we do have Diglett and Dugtrio in this game. Go figure. Alright, before I move on, I want to see if I can't find another Meowth. I'm not going to hang around here too long, but... Yo, is that just a sleeping Voltorb? Yeah, just a sleeping Voltorb, alright. Growlithe out there. Here we go. I also already have one of the Sandacabras, or whatever they call them. Whatever the little ones are. Really, really like a lot of the snake Pokemon. Okay, I think that's what they meant by the way they described that move happening. It's not... Okay, hold up. I referenced earlier that the bug Pokemon here, the little Kiki boy, reminded me of its design looking like an exoskeleton. Looking at it from the side, it's not an exoskeleton. It's, oh, what is that show? It's a Kamen Rider character. All it does is sleep during the daytime. At night it patrols its territory with its eyes aglow. Now I can't look at that guy and not think of a Kamen Rider character. Oh, what's that statement? Something about weighing your sins before or something. I have to look that up. It's a really cool quote line I've heard before. My knowledge of Kamen Rider is not very massive, but I've seen a bit of it, and I do like what I see. All right, let's take low kicks out. Low kicks, got it. Okay, yeah. Am I gonna add rock? Let's add Echo. Echo the Dolphin. Sega Genesis represent. If you guys have played Echo the Dolphin, let me know. It is one of my favorite visually appealing games on the Sega Genesis. The story is absurd and crazy, but don't get me wrong, the visuals at play... Actually, I'm going to put Lupin up front again for the experience gaining. The visuals at play in that game are beautiful. The color play, the way that the Sega Genesis at its time can handle faster sprite art and deal with it. It is a visually beautiful game, and its mechanics are fun to play with. Highly recommend checking it out if you guys are unfamiliar with Echo the Dolphin. Yo, Ian! So, somewhere in one of the mines that are around here, we should find that lurking Steel Titan. Rumor has it that the thing's been staggeringly huge and real long. Is it like a Steelix? You'd think a Pokemon like that would be easy to spot. I wonder how it stays hidden. Maybe it's super fast. If that's the case, riding that Pokemon of yours might help you catch up. I have no idea any information about this wild Pokemon. Yo, are you one of the engine guys? Get over here! I know I just put the dolphin in my party, but you are going right in. Hey, it looks like a little lawnmower right now. The little Varoom. Also, I am one of those crazy guys that will refer to his car as a lady. I know some people find that really weird. I don't know why I do it. It's just like a second nature thing at this point. So getting a female Varoom would be kind of funny. I never, like... Some people will name their car. I've seen that being a thing. I've never done that myself, but I have a friend who named my first car on my behalf for whatever reason. And given that my nickname in high school was Santa, when I got my first car and it happened to be a red car, he always referred to it as the sleigh. It is said that this Pokemon was born when an unknown poison Pokemon entered and inspirated an engine left at a scrap processing factory. So I am, in honor of that story, naming the Varoom the Sleigh. I don't know if I spelled that right, but that's how I'm spelling it. And jumping right in here. My mother said the car was an actual show that aired, referring to it as a lady. Referring to it as a lady is less weird than you'd think. I'll take that as a compliment and make me feel like less of a social outcast. I don't know the context of the show, per se. Alright. This is the version of the evolutionary line that I have seen, but I saw in a much low-res picture. So I'm going to actually see the in-game model of this Pokemon for the first time here, because I have been keeping myself away. Now, obviously, like I said, I have an idea what it's going to look like. That is way more human than I thought it would be. That's uncomfortably human. Congratulations, your Lupin evolved into a Masquerada. That's a thing. That's a thing that certain people on the internet are going to take to places that make me very uncomfortable. I thought the legs would be a little different. I thought it would be a little more animal looking. Okay, let's read over this. My mother said, my mother, the car, not my mother said the car. Oh, okay. So my mother, the car was the name of the show. Rule 34 artists, I see this as an absolute win. Look, there are things happening on the screen right now that I am almost thinking I'm swapping my party. Me? Oh, I love the kitty! Make the kitty the starter! The final form kitty. Oh, this is... The internet has done things to my brain that I am feeling scarred and emotionally abused right now. Gives me Rowlet 3rd evolution vibes. Yeah, I can kind of see it. The thing about the Rowlet 3rd evolution, though, is I saw it far more Robin Hood-esque, and it still felt very, very owl to me. This feels very human-like, and not feeling it. The user throws a rigged bouquet of flowers at the target. This attack never misses and always crits. Yo, that's a really good move, though. But... You guys see where I'm coming from, though, right? It's not just me. Let me just think long and hard about... God damn it. God damn it. Just immediately. Fuck me. About whether or not I'm going to stick with this Pokemon in my party for a while. I already made the joke here, for God's sake. Use this Pokemon to grind experience so that I could focus on when to pull Pokemon out of the party ahead of time. I've just got rid of my grass type, so now I don't know what to do for a grass type. Let's see, do we have anything that competes on that field? And we could take Floret, but even then, we're going to run into that problem down the line. Where's my grass Pokemon that feels like a Pokemon? You know what? I will take Toadschool. I was super excited to find one earlier, and I have seen its running animation. It is the thing of absolute legends. Hold up, let me get off of this thing and find a spot here. Let me get off of you. Alright, look at this guy. Look at that run! Look at you! Look at my little Squidward! That's what I should have named him. I didn't name him. Look at him go! He's got the big stompies! It's just so freaking funny. I love it. Alright. I think this is one of the few times in my life I might just go without my initial starter in my party. That puts me in a weird place. We're going to throw Richard up front, though. Richard's going to be able to tear through most everything on the field, or at least so far not suffer from heavy type disadvantages. So as he goes around murdering things, everything else will gain a little bit of experience behind him. Yeah, just doesn't not kill anything ever. I think I have to head down that way. Let me check my map. Is it down there or is it higher up? Alright, it's past that hill. I did not expect to reach that level of uncomfortableness from the starter evolution. I'm sure the Twitter artists are having a field day right now. Correction, I'm slow and I'm only just now seeing it. The Twitter artists have been having a field day with that Pokemon for weeks now. And I'm just here, like, holding my fingers together, just fingers crossed, just being like, come on, just be good, right? Be a cool design. Don't do the internet any favors. I don't know how I'm going to get this guy to evolve, but I kind of want to see what it ends up evolving into. Because I can't imagine that the engine stays at the small lawnmower engine. It's got to get to, like, beefy, full-blown, diesel truck engine size, right? I'm sorry, what? What is that? Is that an Alaskan bullworm? It's a worm! It is an Alaskan bullworm! I just made the Squidward joke, now we've got the bullworm. Where the hell's SpongeBob at? I'm a sneaky. Yeah, Richard up front's probably not a bad call. Go for it. Okay, but Richard, you were supposed to... Yeah? It's right there. That's not what I'm doing? Diglett woke up and chose violence. Diglett, oddly enough, has always been represented by waking up and choosing violence. You guys remember that Diglett episode where it was like literally tearing apart the guy's, Gotcha! No? How about with the sprint? Okay, so the sprint was what they wanted, not the jumping on it. You know what would be really cool? Is if this is actually a tail, and it's like a big scorpion Pokemon. I'd be really dope to see that. Never mind, it just is what it looks like. It is a worm. It's an earthworm. I was right making my Alaskan bullworm joke. Richard, what you doing here? I forgot you don't have a water type move. That's on me, but what are you doing being level 30 and still not having a water move? Again, on me. I should have thought of that. Even in the, I think it's the old Pokemon game, like, Diglett's prevented the building of a building. I might be wrong on that. I might be thinking of something different. This looks like some kid design. It really does. I mean, even taking the earthworm approach, you then went and gave it arms. Why'd you give it little arms? What do the arms do? What function do they serve? Let it be the earthworm. If you're gonna give us a giant earthworm, give us the giant earthworm. And I kind of like the mouth thing, but I kind of wish it was doing like more. Given what it was doing there, if they shaped it slightly different and was just like, yo, let's go full Pac-Man on it, there could have been some fun there. Right now, this just looks like confusion. Much like my confusion on why I have a Gyarados in my party that doesn't have a water move. Again, decision on that falls on me, but I'm about to correct that. Water Pulse, whatever water move I have, just give it one. I'd be more concerned he's level 30 and still no Splash as a Gyarados. Splash is iconic. I almost didn't get rid of it. Splash is legit. You all just don't know the properties of the big Splash strategy. I was wondering if I had another Thunder Fang, because I think it can learn Thunder Fang as well. Yeah, there it is. Okay, it can't learn Thunder Fang, but it can learn Ice Fang. So I'll have to get that later. For now, I've just got the Arcanine that knows Thunder Fang. You're telling me Splash can send a Magikarp over a mountain. Splash can literally have a Magikarp do the old school, like 1970s Superman strat, leaping a tall building in a single bound. You're telling me Splash exerts that much force, that much power, and it's not the greatest move ever made by Pokemon? Alright, get back here. Oh, okay. Little sloppy there. Get back here. Splash should have a 1/40th one-shot chance. That'd be freaking great. Even something absurd. If Splash was like a 1 out of 1,000% chance to just be like a full team wipe or something just absurdly bullshit. That would be great. That's the Lurking Steel Titan? It's, well, you see, this is exactly what I was like when I saw it. It's, well, it's long. I think our little friend might be even feistier now after eating those herbs. We're gonna need to do this together. Well, I mean, I respect the offer, and I thank you for the help. But I think Richard's got this. This thing just went full-blown, like, Ultra Instinct. And I'm still sitting here like, nah, Richard's got this. It's not even ground type. It's just running on the steel strat. Alright, we'll bulldoze the hell out of it. Okay, we'll bulldoze the hell out of it, and I almost want to bulldoze... Oh, we do hit both. Awesome. I'm a terrible friend. This guy's like, hey, here, let me help you out. Go, Toad School. And I'm just like, let me blow your Pokemon out of the water just to tear this thing apart. And then do no damage to it! I just slapped his Toad School for no reason. I looked at his Pokemon like, yo, what the hell are you doing here? Alright, so yeah, Fire Fang would be pretty good. I'm just sitting here like, yo, I love Toad School. My friend just pulls out his own Toad School. I'm like, oh, get the hell out of here! Get out of here! What are you doing on this field? Although now I've double intimidated it. Legitimately, Grass Knot, not a bad move. Low Kick would be good too because of how heavy it is. Yeah, see, a part I kind of want to follow through. I'm committed to the joke at this point. Yeah? Are you still gonna come in to help? I'm a terrible friend. Whoops! I'm overly committed at this point! Okay, yeah, okay. Let's do this right now. There we go. We've double intimidated it. Now it's burned. Its attack stats right now are like next to nothing. At this point, it's gonna hit me with headbutt and do like 5 damage. If it even survives long enough to hit me. Ash coming in with the big king dropping. At this point, I'm just gonna extreme speed you just out of spite. You thought you were fast? Eat some of that. We'll show you what real speed is. Big energy. I really want to see what Toad School evolves into, though. Because I've already just, like, I almost don't want it to evolve. The running thing is, like, the #1 reason that it exists for me right now. I saw a clip of that guy running, and I was just immediately, I want one of you. I want an army of these guys and just watch them roam across the prairie side. Screech is not bad. I don't like Supersonic. I don't like relying on it, and I don't like when it's used on me, and I don't want to be that jerk that uses it on others. But I'm just imagining like 20 of those Toad Schools just plowing across the field and just murdering everything in their way, just with their fun little big kicks. Did you get a good look at its face, though? I didn't expect a Titan to be such a little cutie. Man, you can describe cute however you want. I'm the guy that's literally talking about a running around mushroom like it's adorable. I bet if we go in here, we'll find more of that Herba Mystica it ate before. Let's go find it before that thing can regroup. But yeah, legitimately, the man wants to call a giant earthworm cute, go for it. I'm already all in on the mushroom army strat. If we're lucky, there'll be another herb here. We don't have a Pokeball on the floor here so far. I knew it! Over here! I found the thing! Just gonna be like more mushroom stuff? Like it's supposed to be an herb. It's really here. This is one of the herbs. Make no mistake. It is salt. The salty Herba Mystica. In the desert, the salt makes sense. Although we were kind of in the mountainside before. This is the second one that's been in this general field layout vicinity. Woo! We did it! Thanks, Ian. Now then, let's see. What does the book have to say? Well, apparently the salty Herba Mystica helps with aching hands and feet. Good for neurotherapy and numbness. Yo, put some of this in a bath and just soak in it. When you've got muscle weakness, it supposedly builds up strength again. If I could just slip this into a tasty sandwich and get him to eat some. Again, the him. We got a small clue as to who the him, the what's it is, but could really use more details. Well, what are we waiting for, Ian? It's time to dig in. Let me whip something up for us. Sandwich making noises. And Bob's your uncle. Here you go, my special, whimsical, herb-filled super sandwich. And it comes with a side of Titan badge. As a token of my gratitude, of course. Oh, he's doing the Salt Bay thing. I mean, sort of doing the Salt Bay thing. The memes will never die as long as the Pokemon Company exists to resurrect them. I will not get over how adorable the noises he makes are. Oh, come on, you again! Big ol' sniffy sniff. Do you want to give your sandwich to Koraidon? I mean, look, we went through this before. You got the last one. Could this one be mine? I'm a sucker for the puppy dog eyes. Is it trying to say thanks or something? Well, good thing I made extra. You're helping me out a whole bunch with the hard stuff, so it's only fair you get more. Arvin, you are taking the fact that I beat your Pokemon into the ground and then beat the Titan into the ground very well, and I respect it. Thank you. I definitely, absolutely, did not make extra so that Koraidon could have a sandwich. Alright, you understand this? Why is Koraidon just so cute and adorable, though? Alright, now we got the big hops. Did it grow stronger again? Man, these Herba Mystica really do pack a punch, don't they? Is it gonna go eat his sandwich too? I mean, they'd better, or else I'm really up the creek. My character is just sitting there like, yeah, I'm just gonna let this happen. Don't you dare touch that. That isn't for you. My character was legit just going to let my Pokemon eat his other sandwich. Again, absolute jerk. We're the jerk rival of the group. That's why we don't have a jerk rival. Like, this guy tried to start out that way, and then it was just like, you met on bad footing. It happens. We're the jerk rival. Oh, even here, he's apologizing, and my character is just like, no, I was totally going to let it happen. Like, thanks for the apology, but like, it was like 2 seconds away from happening. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have shouted like that. I guess I should at least tell you the full story, Ian. Come on out, bud. Oh, but he's adorable. This is Mabostiff, my partner. He does look like he'd be pretty old. Here you go, bud. Eat up. This sandwich should help you feel better. He just wants to help his buddy. I mean, we knew that, but now it's an animal and I feel even more for him. You got the last one? You got this? Hold on. You got the last one. Can this one be mine? Koraidon, give me that sandwich, or you'll be the sandwich eyes. And meanwhile, I look at those eyes and I just see them like, but I'm the cute, adorable thing. Koraidon looks at me like, yo, I'm gonna eat you if you don't let me eat that sandwich. And I'm just like, oh, who's the good puppy? I would so die out in the savannah. See a big angry lion tearing into a gazelle and I just run at it. I'm a pet! Slowly now. Take your time. Small bites are fine. Just chew it nice and slow. My buddy here, he was hurt pretty bad a while ago. Real bad, in fact. He was hurt? It's not just old age. He's actually like, oh no. The game just made me go from battle hungry to save the puppy. He never really recovered. Have you tried it? Obviously he's tried that. But the advanced medicine that you can get at the stores, nothing? Nothing seems to help. Not potions, Pokemon centers, nothing. The lion and the gazelle are mirages. Mabostiff here is the only thing in the world I care about. The only thing. So, I promised that I'd make him better. Whatever it takes. I searched online, I read books, I looked all over and tried every cure and remedy I could find. But nothing really worked. I'd almost given up hope. That's when I found this information about the Herba Mystica. The man has done his homework. You see, I found this book in my mom's lab. Area 0 was home to the wondrous herbs that instantly impart vigor when eaten. We dubbed them Herba Mystica and attempted to grow some in areas around Paldea. However, before we could harvest, the herbs were eaten by Pokemon, which in turn grew large and strong. We call these Titan Pokemon. It's this book full of crazy stories and legends and things, stuff nobody usually believes. It was written by someone named Alex Jones. But I believe it. I think what it says is true. And according to this book, eating all 5 Herba Mystica can cure anything that ails you. Case in point, Mavistiff's paws were as cold as ice before he ate the last herb, but now they've warmed. I'm sure they have. Oh, you're done, bud? Oh, look at him, he's trying. He's got fire in his eyes. Can you see? Your eyes are open. It's been so long since he was even able to open his eyes. I was so worried. What? Don't make me love this character and his dog. This is a video game. You're gonna do things to hurt me with this. Look at him. Those fiery. That's what I said. He's got fire in his eyes. He's got the spirit. Hard to even tell if they're open or not, but I know the difference. The power of these herbs is amazing. I knew the book wasn't lying. I'm gonna bring Mavistiff back to full health, I swear it. So, yeah. That's my story. 3 herbs to go. Let's find them together. And we were gonna let our Koraidon just eat the sandwich. As someone with 4 dogs, I feel for this guy. Absolutely. Animals in general. How could you see that and not be at least somewhat touched? Hello, Ian. This is Sada. I detect that Koraidon has regained more of its original power. While you're riding upon it, it seems it can now jump higher if you hold the B button. Alright, we got the big hops. Koraidon just learned to play ball. I'm relying on you to continue taking good care of Koraidon. Thank you, Mommy Sada. Alright. I do have to get going. Jacob, the gentleman that stopped in earlier, has been messaging me that I have to get going and meet him up. So, thank you so much, everybody, for stopping in today. I hope to see you next time, and I hope you have a great one. I want to go get this game just for that doggo. The doggo's adorable, and I want to save him. And we will make some progress towards that next time. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a good one. Bye.